Welcome back, and let's leave this place. Hospital. Stardust, G Park. I'll go to Market Street next.
Well, there are the protesters. I have to admit that I still find the vandalism of Hayden's apartment puzzling. The protests themselves have been entirely peaceful so far, and the human revolution, regardless of the flimsy philosophical ground they stand on, are not a group known for projecting their ideology through unlawful means. The more I research them, the more I have to admit to the statistical conclusion that we're either dealing with a deceptive covert operations scenario, or less likely, a radical splinter group. Still, I doubt it will hurt to ask around. Brian Mulberry is there in the center. Fairlight said he was the one to talk to, and my mesh searches confirm that he's a bit player on the national scene, but he seems charismatic and camera conscious from the video clips I've reviewed. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage?
Okay, what we got here? Hassie sign. Genus bar. Unit execute a piece. Protester. Okay, we have a sign holding protester, protester. Oh, look at it, guy. Animated older man leads a group of protesters.
Hello there! Would you like to hear about the dangers of our country's unchecked use of genetic modification? I have pamphlets. Here, take one.
Thank you very much for the brochure. Yannick Fairlight said to introduce myself.
Oh, yes, Yannick called and said something about an investigation into an apartment break-in. He didn't elaborate, and I'm not sure how I might be able to assist with this.
Yeah.
But if Yannick is involved, I'll do whatever I can. How can I help?
We found human revolution graffiti spray painted all over the apartment, and some things were stolen. I was hoping you might be able to point us in the direction of whoever did it.
Ah, well, the human revolution certainly does not condone such actions at all. We're a peaceful organisation, and threatening people is not going to earn us hearts and minds. But, off the record, some of our younger members can be a bit overzealous, as any hot-headed teenager tends to be. I'll look into this matter personally, and if I discover that any of our younger members were involved, they'll be turned in to the proper authorities. I'll also let Yannick know anything I find out.
Thank you.
Is there something else I can help you with?
Can I ask you some questions?
What questions can I answer for you?
What are the ultimate goals?
We hope to educate the public about the dangers of rapid technological advancements. We want to warn the country away from thoughtlessly accepting every scientific discovery we make before it's too late. We used to say that splitting the atom would surely bring about the end of humankind. But now we're changing the very things that make us human, our biology, with nothing to ensure our safety. The revolution we're after is humanity as a whole making the decision to remain as we were created and return to how we lived before genetic science put us on the wrong course. This world is Icarus, flying too close to the sun. It's only a matter of time before our arrogance becomes our demise. Just because we can, doesn't mean we should.
Okay, and why processor is clinic?
Genetic modification is one of the most dangerous sciences we've ever fooled around with. It's playing God on the highest order and threatens to unseat what humanity is altogether. Cybernetics is a dangerous path as well, selling off pieces of ourselves bit by bit for mechanical strength and resilience, but at least a brain-controlled android is still a human brain, even if in a metal box. There is a reason Congress enacted laws prohibiting highly modified hybrids from breeding. Now, I do not fault the individuals who come here for treatment, many of whom are disabled and deathly ill. If you ask me, genus isn't the kind of therapy they all need. However, we must take a stand against the medical research industry that would have us cast aside our humanity for their miracles.
And how do you plan on enacting social change?
At our core, we are a peaceful movement and seek only to convince people to vote according to the truths we reveal to them. The human revolution has faith that American democracy will win out in the end. It falls to us to make sure that people are informed about the daunting and confusing technologies they put their senseless faith into every day. On a personal level, we would like to exhort every individual to try and live more simply and reject any gadget or medicine that would make us less than we are.
You know what medicine saves their
Something
life?
else I can help you with?
Oh, thank you for your time.
Of course! If you have any other questions, feel free to come back.
You clearly missed doing real journalism. I'm impressed. I think you're starting to get back into the hard-boiled investigative journalist thing. Hopefully we'll get lucky enough to turn up a new lead, even if this one didn't pan out like we'd hoped.
So what do you think about what he said?
I think he was considerably less deluded than my searches on the meshnet had led me to believe.
I meant if he was saying the truth.
Oh, well, he didn't appear to be lying, but I'm not equipped with interrogation sensors. You have more experience with this than I do. Do you think he was telling the truth?
I don't think he was telling us everything.
I'll continue observing you and try to discern how to read people as we... A useful skill I find myself sorely lacking in. Lead on.
Okay.
Don't forget, we're still here to actually break up these protests. Let's see if we can't figure out a solution together.
Stealthily as well.
Make sure to look around and think carefully. I'm sure we'll find something.
So you got a weather ROM. We have a door. Hassie bar owner. Hassie ROM. Customer. Christmas trees. I'll talk to that guy. Oh yeah, you do like your good sassy Hassie.
They have all the basic Cassie flavors.
Aw, that is the most adorable little ROM.
Thank you.
What kind of model is it? Where did you get it? It's so moe.
Oh, it's just a model.
Oh wow, you don't see a whole lot of those around. Must have taken ages to get that case looking that good, with a home printer too. I'm impressed. Anyway, what can I get you?
A drink and maybe some information.
A drink I can do, and I guess I have some time to talk.
Cool. Who are you?
The protesters outside the clinic are driving off a lot of my regular customers. Filling up my bathroom too, jerks. So, what do you want to know?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Ramona.
Hey, Ramona.
I guess there isn't much to tell. I went to...
Stop it. Any way to go back?
Look, they've got the right to protest. Once they're done with the hybrids, I know they'll be coming for me next.
Oh?
So I'll be voting appropriately. And if I have to unclog one more toilet because I'm an entitled, bigoted jerkface, I will lose my goddamn mind!
Why are we coming for you?
Oh, you can't tell? I've got a cybernetic arm and leg, thanks to an autocap crash when I was a kid. I also got neural links for VR interfacing.
Cool.
If it was up to those dinosaurs, I'd be stuck in a wheelchair right now. Or worse, depending on how far back they want to push our medical technology. It's already illegal for me to have a rocket-powered fist. What more do they want?
You called Turing, Moe?
Sorry. Otaku speak.
Oh, I get it. 100%.
I just mean he's really cute and lovable. And you kind of want to hug him forever, you know?
I do, yes.
A lot of otaku come around here. Probably because I own the place. I'm used to being able to shoot my mouth off and not explain all the jargon.
As in Japanese cartoons?
Yeah, I know it's a bit out of fashion, but I'm a history buff.
Ah, I get you, Ramona.
The past really gives context to stories of the present. You know what I mean? I've been to Tokyo twice already.
Ah, sweet.
The old otaku resist the new culture of the saishi in the same way their parents refuse to give up cassette tapes.
The Saishi?
Oh, sorry. The Saiba Shibito. The Cyber Dead. In the early 21st century, Japan had an epidemic of chronic shut-ins, and the rise of direct link virtual reality only made that worse. Suddenly, people weren't just refusing to leave their rooms, they were refusing to leave their heads. But as the technology got better, the Saishi were the first to figure out how to use their own brains to sculpt cyberspace. Computers are good at thinking in straight lines, but the human brain is capable of so much more. The best virtual landscapes, the most real VR dramas and games, are created by the Saishi. Now, even if an earthquake or a meteor or whatever leveled Japan, they'd still have Neo Tokyo built on the VR net. But enough babbling.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I'm sure you could find more out on the mesh, or use an induction helmet to visit Neo Tokyo yourself. It's a trip, especially for newbies.
Is that your climate control one?
It does a good job, huh? Yeah, that's mine. Well, technically, it's property of Hassan Holdings. We spent some mints on it, but the rest of the block helps pitch in for maintenance costs since I usually set it to patrol the whole area. You should check it out when we do Christmas in July.
Cool.
It can cover the whole street in snow, as long as it's cloudy enough to keep the sun off. Sort of like today.
Mind if I take it for a spin?
Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many credits to let just anyone poke at it. I would need to see some serious credentials before I let you mess with it.
Cool.
You know, enough to make sure you can afford to replace it if you break it. Otherwise, no touching.
I think that's everything.
Okay, enjoy.
I've talked to Hassie once. leave a Hassie bar. We look at where one.
Interesting. A RSU climb. Apparently, it is owned by the
That's next here, left. Video billboard. Look at it. Video billboard cycling for advertisements for a few different things. Person news and a commercial for VR drama Tomorrow's Tears. When you stop. So wave shelters and mini riders can keep out of the rain. Next bus. Bus on fire! Cat. A moderately large tabby cat looks back at its own satisfaction. And I just got an achievement. Yeah, seems very satisfied. Meow. Brochure, business card.
Have you heard of the human?
Yeah, I've heard of them. What I've also heard of is the end of the episode. As I look at this sign, it says Hassie Holdings just released new Hassie Hot Cup. Disgusting combination of hot cuisines from ramen and Hassie Hot. Nice. Until then, bye bye.